welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So today I just wanted to talk about jealousy. You know, the good old word that a lot of us kind of get stuck there. Even when we don't try to, we walk right into this thing called jealousy. When people are doing better than we're doing, or when we see people that have what we have, sometimes we're like, why can't I have it? And because you ponder on it for so long, or you're always looking into it like, you know, I should have been able to do that, or I wanted to have that for my life. And you're thinking like that instead of just being genuinely happy for somebody and you working towards reaching the goals that you want to reach. Jealousy starts to make its way into your body and into your mind. And then before you know it, you're walking along the path with the rest of the people who's allowed jealousy to creep into their lives and take over them, you know, like an illness. Jealousy is preventable, but you have to really work hard to stop it from coming into you, to stop it from stunting your growth. We can all get jealous. It's natural. I mean, we can get jealous about anything, friendships, people's relationships. Even if you have the same things, maybe somebody's doing something greater in their relationship or at their job or in their friendships. And it's like, I wish my friendships was like that. I wish my relationship was like that. I wish my job was like that. And it goes from wishing it to being jealous of it. So we have to really be careful of the thoughts that we are having. And I know I talk about thoughts a lot because our lives really manifest in our minds. So when you're focused so much onto something that's not healthy and is leading to unhealthy behaviors such as jealousy, it manifests within our lives and it kind of takes over. And people do crazy things when they're jealous of people or jealous of situations. And don't allow that to be you. Don't allow it to be a situation that it creeps into your life and then you have no control over it because, you know, you're kind of getting settled into, oh, this is normal, or I'm not jealous, you know, denying the fact that yes, it's jealousy and it's unhealthy. And so, you know, what we really have to work on is just learning to say, I see someone or something that I like and I would like to have that or have a situation like that in my life. So what is it that person does to reach that goal? What is it that they're introducing into their relationships that make their relationships successful or communication better? Or what is it that they've done to reach a certain position at a job or at a company that, you know, you may be interested in getting into? Just ask, take note, and learn, because maybe that's not for you. Maybe if you put some work into your relationships or your jobs and careers and all that stuff, things will increase for you, but maybe it won't be the exact same. So don't focus so much on what somebody else has going on that you start to envy it, because maybe what you have for you, maybe what your greater power has for you is so much bigger than that. Because a lot of times you think about it, we think we know what we want, we think we know what we need, and then I'm pretty sure you can say this about yourself. At some point in your life, you had to say, I never knew that I needed this. Like, it hurt me so bad to go through that breakup. It hurt me so bad to lose that job. It hurt me so bad to not be able to finish school. It hurt me so bad to not be able to hang out with these certain friends or to lose certain friendships along the way. And then you're like, I never knew. Like, had I still been at that job, had I still, you know, been in that relationship or had those friendships, or had I finished school for something, maybe you was going to school to be a nurse, but maybe your calling is not to be a nurse. Maybe your calling is to be a lawyer. Like, you don't know. And so it's like, if I would have done that, I wouldn't have been happy. And I know that there's times that you have to admit, we all have them. We had those times where we're like, okay, if that would have happened, if that would have gone my way, I would not have been happy. And so stop focusing so much on what someone else has, because you don't know what's for you. It's okay to say, you know, okay, this person, they went to school, maybe I should try going to school. Or this person, you know, they've been in a relationship for X amount of years. They're not as insecure. They trust their partners, or maybe that's something you struggle with. So maybe you can, you know, get counseling on that, or read books about how to be more trusting, or whatever you need to do to kind of better your relationships or your friendships in that manner. But don't focus so much, because think about it this way. If you find somebody, or if you're friends with somebody, or you know somebody who's doing greater than you, let's say you get jealous of them, you're focused so much and taking away from the energy that you have to build your life the way that it's meant to be, because that's what it's doing. You're stunting your growth because you're focused on, why did this person have that? Why do they deserve that? Why can't I have it? Why? Instead of, okay, well, I don't have that. That's not the way my life is. I'm happy for that person. Even if you're not, tell yourself you are, because what you tell yourself, you're eventually going to believe it. So just tell them I'm happy for them, and move forward and focus on what you need to do for your life to better your life and your situations. If you want better, you need to do better. If you want better, you have to work towards getting better. Nothing just falls out the sky to you. Even if it's a natural talent, it's not going to just fall into your lap. Like me, I like to talk. I like to help people. I'm a problem solver. That's natural for me. Some people, like, I would never do that. I could never get on camera and be talking to people, you know, because it makes me uncomfortable, or, you know, I don't like talking to people. I don't like people. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people who have told me that. But it's natural for me. But even though that was the gift that God gave me, it took me work. It took me a long time to muster up the courage to say, you know what, I don't care what people are going to say about me, because I know I'm not the most beautiful woman in the world. I know not everybody's going to agree with everything that I have to say. I know that I am not, you know, strictly, like, completely religious. So it's like I'm kind of in the middle, that balance, you know, like, I'm not throwing word onto you, but I'm also not leaving God out of my videos, or out of what I talk about, or whenever I'm talking about my testimonies and things like that, because God and Jesus are the main two spirits outside of myself, you know, that help me to reach the goals that I have, and that's my belief. So I know I'm not going to get everybody to agree with me. I'm not going to get everybody to understand what I'm saying. So that becomes it kind of scares you out of being like, okay, let me reach those goals. Let me work towards the goals that I know that I can do, because you're afraid of what people are going to say, what people are going to think. And, you know, so I had to work towards it. I had to really pray about it. I had to just throw myself out there and do it. And so my point is, anytime that you see someone doing something that you would like to do, or you feel is doing better than you, there's work that they had to do it. And so what good is it going to gain you to sit back and be jealous of their success, or where they are, and you don't even know their struggles. You don't know what they've gone through to get there. You don't have any idea. You don't know what they go through every day that they have that job, or that they're on camera, or that they're living in the spotlight. You don't know what they're going through. And so sometimes we have to rewind and really sit and think, like, this person really had to do work to get there. Am I willing to do the work? This person may be going through emotional abuse from people that they don't even know, because people are pretty mean these days. They're pretty heartless. You know, they may be going through something like that because they want to have success in some type of way, or they want to help people, you know, and then there's people who are, you know, trying to stop that because they're working against our higher powers to you know, they don't want you to help people. They don't want good in the world. I don't know the best way to put it, but they don't want good in the world. So they're going through things just because they're just trying to be good people, or trying to follow the passion that they have. And you have to ask yourself, am I willing to go through those battles? Am I willing to fight those battles? Because what good is it doing you to sit back and be jealous and then, okay, you get it, but you haven't done any work. You get there and then you can't handle the load because you haven't done any work and you didn't work to get there. You just wanted it to fall into your lap and just have it all. You want too much too soon and for a little bit of nothing. It requires work. And like I was saying before, even when you see people doing better than you, let's say you get onto that level. Okay, this person, they went to school, now they're a nurse. I always wanted to be a nurse. Okay, now you're a nurse. Now you see another person who is a nurse or a teacher that's a nurse or whatever, or a supervisor or something, and you're always going to want more and more and more. And so what the problem is just that you don't know yourself, and you have to learn to be content and grateful for every position in your life, wherever you are in life. You always have to. I mean, it's okay to want more. It's okay to desire more. It's okay to work for more. But when you get to the point where you're like, I have to be better than somebody else, or I have to have what somebody else has. I'm jealous, I'm jealous, I'm jealous. That's when you get into a lot of trouble, because then you're not giving yourself the time to do the work and to really see if that's even for you. And then you're trying to just rush into something that you may not even be ready for. So we have to really fight that spirit of jealousy. And I know it comes natural. I know it's not easy to fight. It's not easy to dismiss it. Once it's there. But you just have to get up and tell yourself every day, like, yes, I do want what my friend has, and I wish I had that too. But keep working on yourself. If your friend is married, I know that's a common thing. So let's say your friend is married and you're really jealous of that. I fell into that trap too. Trust me. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I've been there. I've done that. I still struggle with it sometimes. But what I do instead is I say, if you want a spouse, you need to become a spouse before you're actually one. And so what I do is I just pretend I'm a spouse already, and I work on myself, and I save money, and I take care of my health, and I take care of myself, and I pray. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to pray. Like, calm it down. You can do what you want to do. But I'm just saying, this is what I do. I practice being a spouse before I'm actually a spouse. I practice being a wife, keeping my house clean, making sure my daughter's taken good care of, making sure, her health is taken care of, making sure my health is taken care of. Like, I just do things as if I'm already a wife. You have to know what a wife is or what a husband is before you actually get into it, because it's harder to try to work on trying to become that when you're already in it. So instead of just sitting around being jealous, like, well, where is my spouse? And why don't I have that yet? And all that, that we tend to do as humans. Sometimes we throw that little pity party for ourselves, but it's time to pop those balloons and turn those lights off now. It's time to walk into something different. Let's stop having the pity parties. We don't need those. What you just need to do is, okay, my friend is married. I wish I was married. I wish I had that too. Yes, it stings a little bit, but let me just keep on working on my fitness, working on whatever I feel like I need to work on to attract a spouse, to attract somebody of the caliber that you want. That's all you have to do. And when it's your time, it will happen. Let things happen naturally and when they are supposed to happen for you. Not saying that you can't want it, but don't sit back and allow yourself to be jealous about it, because that's what robs you of your joy, and that's what robs you of you being able to do the work that you need to do. Because if I sat in those dark times where I'm like, all of my friends are getting married around me, and they're all having kids, and they look like they're in relationships and they look great, and they're going on these nice trips, and they have somebody to do stuff with. I've been there. And if I still sat there to this day, and I still was just focused on looking on social media and seeing my friends do all these great things with their spouses and their families, and spending time with their significant others, and I come home to just me and my daughter every day and my dog, you know, that would eat at me. And then what that would do is, instead of me doing the work that I need to do, I'll be too busy comparing and too busy getting bitter because why did she get somebody, or why did he get somebody and I didn't? What's wrong with me? And you start to be negative, and you start to be like, am I not good enough? Am I not pretty enough? What is it that they have that I don't? And it's comparison and jealousy. So don't allow yourself to sink into that sinkhole, because when you fall into it, it's like quicksand. You're gonna keep on getting deeper and deeper into it. You have to be strong, mentally strong, to pull yourself out of it. Tell yourself great things and just be happy for people. And although it may not make sense to you right now, I get it. A lot of stuff right now to me don't make sense for my life. But instead of being angry about it, jealous about someone else's success or someone else's story, I just focus on, okay, what do I need to do? And then I keep trying to do it. And I learn new things about myself, and I learn new ways to do things. And I'm appreciative for where I am in life right now. So once my time comes, it won't be like, yes, let me grab onto it and I won a prize, but it'd be more like an addition to what I already have. And then I'll be more grateful for it because I waited and I took my time and I allowed God to bring that person to me. And I know that I can stand on my own 2 feet without having to beg or plead or, you know, get into a situation where it's like, I feel like I'm just desperate. I have to just settle for anything that comes my way. So remember what I said to you guys. Jealousy robs you. It robs you of your ability to succeed. Don't allow it to do that. Don't allow it to take away from what you can do in your life. You don't have to be jealous of anybody, because the same way that those blessings came for those people, it'll come for you too. It's just, yours may be greater, yours may be the same, but it'll be there. It's gonna come, but it won't come in your season of sinning and jealousy. And if it does come, it's coming from our enemy, and it'll be false. It'll make you think like, this is it. This has to be the guy. This has to be the girl. This is the person, because you're so envious and you're so jealous. And the enemy takes control of that, y'all. He's gonna latch onto it, and he's gonna start sending you counterfeits. You know, he's gonna send them to you, and you're gonna just settle with it, and then you're gonna find like, I'm not happy. So y'all let me know what you think. Again, if you are new to my channel and you would like to become one of my friends, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you have anything that you'd like to share, or if you have any thoughts or feelings about this video, drop it in the comment box below. We'll talk about it. I love to hear what you have to say, and we will talk next time. Bye.